M4 is an update report on diversity, equity, and inclusion, pages 15 to 20. Is this a question? Yep, sure.
Through
Trustee
you,
Nelson?
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
In alignment with our DEI actions, specifically around collaborating and consulting, it's been shared with me by members of the Dismantling Anti-Black Racism Implementation Committee that during meetings they have shared their expertise and apply to board efforts. However, some say that the board hasn't reached out for input when issuing documents and materials to staff, public, parents, and students, such as the discrimination and use of the N-word and the directorate. So considering our actions to enact change, including collaboration and consulting, how do we plan to move forward to utilize the committee?
Through you, Madam Chair, if I could, I know Superintendent Kent. I think there's some misinformation there, and perhaps he can clarify.
Thank you.
Thank you, and through you, Madam Chair, just clarification of the way the Dismantling Anti-Black Racism Committee has been working over the past year. We are in our first year of a 5-year implementation plan. The strategy started this year with 6 working committees. Working Committee 1 was actually working on the N-word and the directive around the N-word and the letter that went home to parents. And Working Group 1 has not only, it's led by our Human Rights and Equity Systems Advisor, Roz Salvador, and they have a team of staff members and people from the Dismantling Anti-Black Racism Committee on that working committee. They've met 4 times before February 8th, and they presented to the Implementation Committee on February 8th. I'm not sure if Roz Salvador is on the line now. Madam Leboeuf?
I think Roz is
I
on
am
the line.
here.
Oh, hi, Roz. Maybe you could speak to this a little more since it was your working group.
Absolutely, thank you. The letter that was mentioned, the letter that went out to families, was initially presented to Working Group 1. And then at the full Dismantling Anti-Black Racism Committee meeting on February 8th, we did present the draft letter at that meeting, and then subsequently sent the draft. It was inside the slide deck. We sent it to the full committee following the meeting. So hopefully that helps clarify that piece with regard to Working Group 1.
Thank you, Roz, and through you, Madam Chair, as well. We know that we want to consult. We want to work with all of our groups, including our Dismantling Anti-Black Racism Implementation Committee. But we'll continue to try to be better, strive to reach out and consult more regularly.
Thank you.
Trustee Sipcar?